Bruce Lee is widely regarded as one of the greatest martial artists in history, but his impact extends far beyond the confines of traditional combat sports. His philosophy of combat, which emphasized adaptability and efficiency, was revolutionary in its approach to martial arts and continues to influence fighters and athletes worldwide today. Lee didn't just develop techniques. He created a mindset and methodology that transcended any single style or system. The foundation, simplicity and effectiveness. One of the key principles of Bruce Lee's philosophy was the idea of using no way as way, having no limitation as limitation. This encapsulates his belief that martial arts should be fluid, adaptable, and free from rigid boundaries. Instead of adhering strictly to a particular martial art style or form, Lee believed that martial artists should be free to adapt and select techniques from any discipline that could prove effective in real-world combat situations. Lee famously rejected the idea of being tied to one martial tradition, as he felt that many traditional styles had become impractical and inefficient for real combat. Instead, he focused on what worked. His emphasis on simplicity and effectiveness made him a revolutionary figure in martial arts. For Lee, combat was not about performing complex, highly stylized moves. It was about achieving the maximum effect with the least amount of effort. Adaptability. The key to success. Adaptability was at the core of Bruce Lee's approach to combat. He believed that a martial artist should be able to adjust their tactics and techniques depending on the situation and the opponent. Lee understood that no two fights are alike, and that to be successful, one must be able to read the opponent, anticipate their moves, and respond quickly. This adaptability was apparent in his own fighting style, which combined elements from a wide variety of martial arts: boxing, wing chun, fencing, wrestling, and more. He didn't just master these styles. He integrated the best aspects of each one into a unified approach that could be adapted depending on the situation. This flexibility allowed him to outthink and outfight opponents who were more rigid in their approach. In practical terms, this meant that Lee didn't just rely on a set of moves or techniques. Instead, he relied on his ability to remain fluid and adjust on the fly, whether it was closing the distance for a powerful strike or switching to a grappling technique when needed. Lee's ability to adapt allowed him to dominate in combat, regardless of the opponent's style or strengths. Efficiency, the art of doing more with less. Bruce Lee's philosophy of efficiency wasn't just about physical movements. It extended to every aspect of his life and training. When it came to fighting, Lee was deeply committed to doing the most with the least. His training focused on eliminating unnecessary movements and maximizing the effectiveness of each strike or maneuver.